I'm Jenna.
Hello, I'm Gloria.
We are Worthy Wellness.
Because we are worth it.
Our purpose is to introduce women entrepreneurs, products, and services while proceeds help women in need for holistic care and therapy services.
Welcome, ladies.
Hi, everyone. I'm here with Lisa with Care Therapy Massage, and you might have met her in person. She kindly was doing massages at the Golf to Breathe to support respiratory causes. But today is so special. I am one of her clients here at her new physical location, and she's going to do a prenatal massage. So, Lisa, can you just walk anyone through that when they walk in the door, the questions you want to ask, or
Yes.
what you do for prenatal massage?
So, prenatal massage is one of my big passions. I love meeting with women that are going through these stages in their life that they've never experienced or maybe doing for a second time. And so, if they're coming in for the first time for a prenatal massage, I always like to ask how far along they are, if they've received massage before, and if they're dealing with any pain in a specific area. I always also want to know if there's any high risk issues, like maybe they're older or they had maybe miscarriages in the past. I do want to know this information just so that I have a better picture of what your body needs, more on the healing side, or if we're going to work a little deeper into the muscles. I love to ask how far along you are because that also keys me to know what I need to work on. So first trimester, I like to focus on upper back, neck, any feet or swelling that's going on. Second trimester, I like to start loosening those hips just so that hips can widen and make space for baby to grow. And then third trimester, I love to focus on a lot of people deal with edema, so swelling. I'm really going to focus on circulation and also keeping those hips widened and opening. And then later in pregnancy, I also do labor prep. So I want to prep your body for labor. So labors are faster, labors are smoother. We're not having any complications. So I also focus on that too, which I love because I get to come behind the mom that is going into this maybe scary or high stress situation just to calm them and also allow nature to do its work. Your body is made for this. Your body is capable. And so here I am just kind of encouraging you and also getting your body ready for the big day.
Amazing. So when you say prep work, are you saying to do massages here at the location or home, or actually the day of, like, if we could request for you to be there in the room at the hospital?
So I've never done it in person, like Labor Day. I mean, that is in the works, I'd say, because I would love to be a doula, a midwife of some kind, maybe later on once my kids get older. But labor prep, I typically start at 38 weeks pregnant. So 38 weeks, baby is fully developed, healthy, heart is fully developed, lungs are fully developed. And so if baby comes within those 2 weeks, we're in the safe zone. So I love to prep the body, loosen those hips really good, loosen the hip flexors, and even do some pressure points that help to induce labor, which is the points that are connected to the uterus on the meridian chart.
Amazing. So right now I'm at 20 weeks. So an example, how often should I be getting these massages?
So in the first trimester, I say once a month.
Okay.
In second trimester, I say every other week. In the third trimester, I say once a week. And that's so that we can monitor how you're progressing. And also, it's massage is a healing time. Mom is receiving oxytocin, baby is receiving oxytocin. Studies have even shown that at postpartum, once baby's born, mom has more oxytocin and baby has more oxytocin after labor. And so throughout your entire process, you're constantly receiving benefits mentally and physically. So it's not just a physical thing that I'm trying to help you with, but also a mental thing. And so that's what we're focusing on.
That is fascinating.
Yeah.
And you also are a mom, so
I
firsthand
am.
experience,
Oh my
right?
gosh. Yes, I have so much insight into, I know where you're dealing with pain because I've been in your shoes. And I've also done a lot of research on my end, being pregnant, also, dealing with hospitals and pressing their, I mean, I can go on and on because it's my passion. But I have always told moms, the more research you do, the more empowered you're going to feel in the labor room. Because, we do so much research on the phone we're going to buy, the TV we're going to buy, the house we're going to buy. But why aren't we doing that much research on this experience I'm about to go into so that I'm empowered? And so I feel like knowledge is power, and women need to feel that in the labor room, because when we're in fear, we do things that maybe we wouldn't do. And so if you're empowered and feel strongly about something and know where you stand, then the hospital or the midwife is not going to influence your experience. So I also like to talk about that if my clients are open to hear it. So that also comes into play when, expectant moms come in and see me, because I want to empower women, and women specifically that are about to have babies. So
Yes, it's
yeah.
very complex and you have great insight.
Yeah.
It seems like this is one of the specialties that you really focused in on the studies for massage.
Yes.
And this is exciting that I get to experience it
Yes.
firsthand.
Yeah.
This is my first pregnancy. I'm super grateful for this. Her location is so zen, very relaxing. I came, from home health, so this is going to be a treat.
Okay.
I don't have any more patients after for occupational therapy, so I get to relax for the rest of the day. And this is going to be continued because I get to share how I'm feeling afterwards. So right now, this is just a nice introduction, and everyone gets the feel for when they come in here, how she consults and finds out where you're at to then begin this session. So I'm super excited, and we could dive into it.
Yes, very excited.
Thank you. To be continued.
So, Jenna, tell us how you feel after your prenatal massage. I know Lisa, I'm sure, did a beautiful job. That's what she specializes in, one of her many specialties. So, tell our listeners how you feel after your prenatal massage.
So I feel great right now. I know that first week, though, and just like I would say about 3 days is when I felt more, when I was sore, and I didn't really feel the benefit and impact per se, because I felt like my body was adjusting. Like Lisa was mentioning, in the second trimester, your physical hips and pelvis start to open up and widen and shift and move because the baby is growing. And so I felt, I still continue to feel that soreness, almost like a bruise sensation on my tailbone area. And I think this is a good way to explain to everyone that it's not a quick fix, and you may not feel that immediate benefit, but certainly after those 3 days, I started to feel really good. I had better energy, and as time went on, I felt like there was definitely some pressure points. It kind of felt like acupressure and a soothing massage with the aromatherapy oil. I've been a little congested, and it was a way for me to relax. So the blend of aromatherapy oil and those acupressure points have really helped out. It gave me a sense of calmness, relaxation. Particularly on that day, I had to drive about 45 minutes to an hour because I had to travel there and back. So in each way, it was about 45 minutes. So being in the car, you feel stiff and crammed, and it's good to stretch, it's good to move, continue to walk and exercise. And I ended up working out over the weekend, doing some squats and lunges. So there could be a combination of why my body would be feeling sore because a lot is going on. But having the frequency and the recommendation that Lisa is saying definitely is probably more beneficial than just the one time. One session is not sufficient. And I also am blending with chiropractic. So, um, I'm a firm believer in a combination and to continuously receiving care. And I do not expect that just the one session is going to fix all. And my body is going to continue to change throughout the pregnancy. And therefore, I'm going to need to continue with these type of remedies.
As a holistic practitioner, I know there's so many benefits in using aromatherapy oils and aromatherapy massage that can decrease anxiety. Combining aromatherapy with massage can truly relax your senses, helping to reduce anxiety and tension you may be experiencing, especially when you're pregnant. Your moods kind of elevate. It helps kind of just decrease that tension, and it improves your mood. It helps with your energy, it helps with your circulation, especially if you've got some swelling around your feet and your ankles. Um, if sometimes women get headaches during pregnancy, so that's also very beneficial. But it's a really wonderful tool to use during massage is aromatherapy. At least I know that you used aromatherapy oils on Jenna. Can you tell us which ones you used and why you used them, what the benefits are when you use them for your prenatal massages? Um, just give us a little bit of rundown. I know our listeners would love to hear that.
I I always recommend, are you dealing with a little bit of sensitivity to smell? Okay, let's go with the eucalyptus versus the lavender.
I love those two blends. Lavender really relaxes and helps for sleeping. I know that is usually promoted out there, and that's the scent that I'm familiar with when I'm trying to relax and sleep. And then the eucalyptus, I have allergies and I do have sensitivities to smell, especially during pregnancy. So it was really nice to have that scent, and it was subtle, so it wasn't too strong either. And I felt like maybe when you blend it, it's part of that soothing feeling with the oils and the creams or whatever blend that you put together when you're massaging, because obviously you're not having a dry massage. So it was a
Mhm,
very relaxing sensation.
mhm.
And yeah, so that's pretty much how I was feeling during this experience. And I know I've only had one session, and I know when I showed up, you were explaining the frequency of the different trimesters and how often you should be getting these massages. And I definitely would probably feel more and more as time goes on. I mean, I'm feeling great right now. And I
Mhm,
think some people, they go off of when I feel pain or when I feel something off, then that's when I will book a session. But
mhm,
I know from, prevention and from your
mhm,
expertise, you probably don't want to wait until you get to that point. You probably want to go through the recommended stages of the frequency on and how often to get these massages as the body's changing. Is that what you would say and emphasize on that?
Yes, definitely. Massage is preventative. So we want to prevent from getting to the stage of injury. Also when your muscle is tight and tense, and then let's say you have a fall or you pick up something heavy and move in a way that causes a muscle spasm, definitely a muscle spasm is going to take a lot longer to recover from than if we had done preventative once a month massages. And so massage is preventative to avoid um, from injury, because always with an injury or a muscle spasm, it's going to take several sessions and sessions much closer together to recover from an injury. And so I would highly recommend staying consistent. And two, when you meet with a massage therapist, they're, you know, going to give you some homework and things you can work on and things that would, work best for your body or for the tension you're dealing with. So they're also a source of help, a source of support to kind of walk through the issues you're dealing with. So it's highly recommended to stay consistent and use it as a preventative tool to avoid injury.
Thank you for sharing that. Prevention is huge. And I love that we're emphasizing on that, particularly in wellness, right? We definitely believe in that holistic approach and prevention, and not just when we're sick and not when we're in chronic pain and whatnot. So I will definitely take that into account. I did drive from Orange County to visit her physical location in Los Angeles. So it's been a bit tricky on a distance perspective, but I absolutely loved your in-person experience, because before we had the in-home experience when you would come to me for the mobile service. So it's nice to talk about those different settings as well. Lisa was a part of when I got a massage around my wedding, so that was an amazing experience to feel very relaxed the night before going into a big day, and then now having the experience of being in your massage room. And I love the different decor that's around,
Mm.
and the quotes, and it just really sets that tone and environment, because sometimes when we're in our home environment having, someone come to you for the service, we may not be able to be in that headspace or that emotional space if that's where we normally have our children, or we cook, or we clean. And so it's nice when you do go to your facility to get this massage, and that was a great experience. Both of them are. And I just wanted to share that because it's super exciting. You have your own place. Do you want to talk about, your location and how you do things differently there?
So for 3 years of being a massage therapist, I was fully mobile. I did not have a physical location that my clients could visit. So I was fully mobile. I bring all the materials needed for the massage. And now I opened up this new space in the city of Pico Rivera, right off the 605 and the 5 freeway. And I thought it was a perfect location, easy to find, right off of a main boulevard. And now people can come in to my space that don't have, a home that I can go to. Maybe the space is small, or they have young children or dogs and animals. And so I've now seen, I'm now 6 months in of having this physical location, and I've seen a shift in the client's needs. They say, yeah, I need to get away from my home. My to-do list is on my refrigerator, and to think that, all the things I need to be doing is right at my fingertips, and instead I'm getting a massage. I think sometimes that is hard for people. A lot of people now these days are also working from home. So they're working from home. They obviously live in their home, and so they don't get away. And so this is a little maybe it's a healthy escape for them to get away and be able to relax and not have to worry about, the responsibilities we have in our homes. So it is a very calming space. It is also connected to a beauty salon. So I always tell people, this is, um, you can get your hair done, facial done, and your massage done all in one space. So I also love that too, that it's a full spa day experience.
Yes, one-stop shop. We love
Yes,
that, especially
yes,
when you're pregnant or you have
yes.
children and you just don't have time to go to so many places. So I love that you chose that location
Mhm,
and it's ideal.
mhm.
And, speaking of that equipment and that setting, it's much different when you can have your setup stationary and provide a lot more compared to
Yeah,
dragging in, the equipment into people's homes. So I like
yes.
how you mentioned that. Um, I love that you're outlining the benefits of the prenatal technique massage and what it does and benefits for the mothers. But I would love to hear a little bit more of your background and your studies because it is a specialty. And it sounds like you really chose that specialty to study. And not every massage therapist has this background. So I'd love to
Mhm.
hear more about that.
Yeah, so I've been to massage school twice. I went to one massage school 5 years ago and completed 300 hours. And then I recently this year went to another massage school and completed 600 hours of massage school. And then I wanted to do more intense training or more knowledge training with Sally Hughes with Women in Self Healing. She's based in Los Angeles, and she's been a prenatal practitioner, massage therapist for over 20 years. And so I've been training with her and have her as my mentor. She's the one I go to whenever, um, I reviewing an intake form from my clients that I'm like, I've never dealt with this situation or maybe this illness or injury related to prenatal. And so I can always refer back to her, and she's a great support. If you're not following her already, follow her. She's specialized too in fertility as well, which I haven't taken her fertility class, but I would love to. So being able to do that more in-depth study and class with Sally Hughes has been a game changer for um, my prenatal work that I'm doing. I am so passionate and about prenatal and postnatal massage. I feel like it's an industry that we are not servicing as a community. It's very, very hard to find services to help the postnatal mom. Oftentimes the hospitals just send us off, and it's like, do your best. There's not a lot of self-care for postnatal women. And so with the support and training I've done with Sally Hughes, she has um, created a game changer for my business, and most of all the passion that I have for um, this group of people. So I'm just so excited to dive in and help these women that need my services.
Most definitely. I mean, even right now, when I'm going through the motion of figuring out this is my first pregnancy and looking for like a prenatal class in person. I mean, you always see it in movies and TV shows where they're joining in a class and they're on their fitness ball and they're doing breath work and they're in person and they have a community of other mothers. Well, it's been really hard to find, particularly for COVID. They put everything on a virtual class.
Mm,
And, my husband has two sons and he's gone through in person and now it's just very hard to find. So if it's even hard as prenatal care, I can't even imagine the limitations or that we don't have those resources for postnatal. So
Right.
I am so grateful that, the listeners get to hear about the services that you provide in this specialty around pregnancy and pre-post and for mothers. And that's what this season 4 is about, is having more awareness about the care for moms. And you're a mom yourself, and
Mhm.
you have that empathy, you can relate, and
Mhm.
it's always nice to know how you can feel how we're feeling, and
Mhm.
learning from what you can offer that maybe that you've experienced or didn't. And that's what's so unique about being a mamapreneur.
Mhm.
That
Yes.
we're able to do that and hone in. And it's very true, we
Yeah.
do need more community, we do need more resources, and having these specialties. So I'm super grateful of your service, and for people to find out that you do specialize in this and they can book your services for that. So thank you for sharing. Is there anything else that you wanted to touch on, emphasize, to maybe expand on something that I didn't ask you and don't know about?
Yes.
Feel free.
So, the most common issues that pregnant women are dealing with is sciatica and water retention. Water retention, even to the point of they can't put on their shoes, pre or postnatal. One time I had a woman that she came out of the hospital, everything went fine. She did take the typical, Pitocin and epidural. And so she came home swollen, couldn't even put on her sandals. She had a lot of emphysema. So I worked with her to get all this water out, which was focusing on lymphatic massage. And so she told me the next morning she was able to put on her shoes again. And so the power of what lymphatic massage does is, you know, taking away all this water that's just sitting in our system, and over time it would go away, maybe 2 3 weeks, but to get results like the day after was just an amazing testament to um, how important prenatal massage is. And I met with her 4 days postpartum, so it's very safe to meet with a massage therapist, uh, shortly after giving birth. And actually, the sooner the better. Because why stay in pain or discomfort for 2 or 3 weeks, I also think that there's not a lot of awareness that it's safe to receive massage postnatal. And so oftentimes women are just waiting, and I've asked them, why are you waiting? And it's because I'm not sure, or they don't have the knowledge um, to kind of encourage them to do so. And two, they have this brand new little baby that they're pouring into. So I can see how, oh, this baby needs me more than I need to go get a massage. And so I know that there's maybe guilt around why you wait. And so just encouraging moms to receive a massage sooner rather than later. And that's why I love that I provide in home services, because we don't even have to leave baby. That particular client was sidelined the entire massage and had baby in tow. The baby was on the massage table with us. And so in home, I mean, you can bring your baby to the studio too. You don't have to leave baby um either. And so just also encouraging moms, like, we're flexible, like, just tell us your concerns and mention your concerns, like, I don't want to leave my baby at home with my mother-in-law or mom or husband. I don't want to leave my baby, and that's okay. Bring your baby with you, or let me come to you, and baby can lay right next to you. And so, just opening that channel to let the moms know, like, let us know what your concerns are and we can work around it and we can work um, towards something that you feel comfortable with. So, water retention is huge, sciatica, and so it's safe to work deep into the glute muscles for mom and baby. This is not going to affect baby at all in a negative way. This is actually going to help baby to get all the oxytocin, the good hormones in their body and their bloodstream. So um, there's so many benefits for massage, not just on the physical pain side, but on the emotional and mental side of massage. So we highly recommend it, prenatal, postnatal, and also, just for the overall health of a person. So that was just my last tidbit that I know a lot of women are dealing with and often feel like there's not an answer. This is just part of being pregnant and that there's not a solution. So talk to your local massage therapist, ask them questions, just so that it empowers you to go get a massage.
Yes, I'm so glad that you emphasize on that lymphatic drainage massage because now you refreshed my memory that I got that from you as well. That was
Yes.
helping me with some gut health issues that I experience, and it was hard and challenging for me to get pregnant. So now that you mentioned it, you worked on that lymphatic massage, and then I end up getting pregnant afterwards.
Wow, wow.
Kind of
Yeah.
connection, right? I'm
Yes.
able to attest to that. So, I almost forgot that that is what happened. I mean, it was a journey for me. Like I mentioned, I thought I had this miscarriage and I never did. So, I
Yes.
think all of these little remedies that we do is very helpful, and it's just kind of ringing a bell right now, and I'm able to share this.
Yeah.
And it's great.
Yes.
And part of getting pregnant and that infertility, you do want your gut health to be balanced and to be worked on. And so if there is blockage or something stuck and we want to move it along,
Mhm.
that is the purpose, like Lisa explained. And sure enough, it worked for me.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
I'm glad you're giving me a heads up on maybe that experience that of signs and symptoms of post natal. And if we didn't have this talk and this interview, maybe I wouldn't know what to look for or what to
Mhm.
ask for. And so now,
Mhm.
if I have that water retention, or if I'm having these moods that maybe postpartum that you're experiencing from
Mhm.
the different hormonal imbalances, it's to kind of recenter you. And like you mentioned, with emotion and mental benefits of massage, it's not just physical, because going back to what Lisa is saying, being trapped for weeks, months, or years, if we experience any type of trauma, any type of stress, even though it's a good beautiful stress like a wedding or having a baby, it's still a form of a stress and trauma and impact of your human being and nature. So if we do not do anything to self-care and self-love, then it just gets stuck and it just gets trapped, and then it just builds up to be maybe looking like a pain issue, or a mental blockage or issue, or turning into some kind of disease or condition or ailment. And so this is why we have this prevention or these holistic remedies to kind of unlock all of what's going on that could be related. And so it is a trial and error, and it is for people to find their combination of things. There might not be one size that fits all, or one remedy and one approach that fixes things. Like, I combine the prenatal massage with chiropractic, and
Mhm.
there's chiropractors that specialize in, I believe it's called Webster, and it's a certification to really work with prenatal, right? And how the body changes when we get pregnant. So I was a firm believer always in massage and chiropractic together, because we have a musculoskeletal system, right? It's all linked to muscle, skeleton, tendon, ligaments. And so there's all these combinations and approaches of why you would have a combination. So this is so great that you have really emphasized your specialty, Lisa, and how you do your techniques. How can people get a hold of you and book a session with you and come see you?
Yes, so exciting news. We now have a website that you can directly book with, which is caretherapymassage.com. If you go on that website, it'll have our phone number and you can see our schedule and what's available. We now have a massage therapist in the city of Orange County. We also have a massage therapist in Pomona that we just added. She covers the San Bernardino County. And then we still have two massage therapists that are here in the Los Angeles County. So, easiest and quickest way to book is through our website at caretherapymassage.com. You can also call our business phone number, which is 626 226 8346. My husband is the one that runs the operation, so you will be talking to him. Just to give you a heads up, he's only doing the operations of the business, but you can give him a call if you're not too savvy with, the internet. You can always give him a call and book your appointment with him directly. So that's the easiest way to book and to find us online.
Thank you so much, Lisa, for all of your wonderful information. I hope you guys get a chance to book in. They have a great system and an operation, easy way to book, all of the above, Instagram, on her website, phone
Mhm.
call. How great is it that you have a supportive husband too?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
yeah, so thank you so much. I hope that people could hear more from you. We can have another interview for, the third trimester benefits and those massages, because today we really emphasized on the second. We could
Yes.
even backtrack to emphasize on a first trimester interview as well,
Yeah.
because we're going to do this all live time with my experience, but we can always book and share more. So thank you
Yes.
so much, Lisa, and check
Absolutely.
out Hair Therapy Massage.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a wonderful, blessed day, everyone. And you as well, Lisa. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Bye. If you're also a woman entrepreneur to support our cause and would like to be considered on this podcast, please reach out to us. We would love to connect. We see you. We want to connect, empower, and inspire others. So please contact us. More specifically, if you would like to support holistic care for women in need, you could reach out to Gloria, and her website for her nonprofit is worthywomenwarriors.com. You can also find her on Instagram at Worthy Women Warriors as well. And again, this is to support holistic care. And if you'd like to reach out to Jenna to support therapy services and practitioners, you could reach her at allcareanywhere.org or on Instagram and Facebook, All Care Anywhere. Or you can also follow along at Worthy Wellness Instagram account. It's Worthy Wellness Inc., INC, and we hope to hear from you.